And then we also have our last word in the scripture here, which I'm about to pull on up. And this is going to be Iquar. Iquar is going to be, because of course, before I even get into what the root word is, we got a preposition right here. All right, because la as a prefix and by being a preposition falling at the very beginning of this particular noun, which is a person, it's going to be to. All right, to who? You got to remember what the scripture is speaking about what Abraham is given to his son. So this is going to be Isaac, which is going to be Icar. All right, it's like a Iquar. All right. All right, so this is scripture right here, and this is going to be qual stem. Put this up top. Yeah, this is going to be the qual stem as far as for the root word itself. And then, of course, like I said at the very beginning, we have a waya at the very beginning. Next, that is tied to a verb. It's going to always be a qual stem. You can't lose with that. All right. So in the Hebrew, we have up here waya nathan, Abraham, Af, Kal, Ashar, waya, laya, it's like a laya, Ikar. All right, which is basically just saying, and of course this is going to be canceled out as well as far as for and he, because this is also going to be speaking from a third person point of view. So we can just cancel the he out, because if you happen to say and he gave Abraham, it wouldn't make no sense. All right, so it would just be and Abraham gave all that to him, Isaac. All right, it's better said like that, because of course, when you speak in the Hebrew language is a very direct language. So, of course, that's how you can be able to identify a qual stem. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up on the board for a few seconds. I'm about to get into my the next section in a minute. This is something that I said I was going to go ahead and get into. I'm getting into it right now. This is going to be the apostles of Yahushua in Hebrew. I meant to get into this some weeks ago. I'm getting into it right now for class when I'm ending. It's going to be the apostles of Christ, apostles of Yahushua. First, I'm going to put up on the board. I'm not going to write this as small as I can to conserve as much space. So all of this can be up on the board. So bear with me. First one's going to be Thomas. Thomas in the Hebrew is going to be Ta'am. And Thomas' name means, in the Hebrew, it means a twin. All right? Now we have the prophet Simon. Simon in the Hebrew is going to be Shammai-wan, which means to hear or heard. It's going to be Shammai-wan in the Hebrew. It means to hear or heard. All right? Now we also had the Apostle Andrew, which is coming up next, which is Ayash in the Hebrew. And then, of course, the way you identify Greek names is when you find the meaning of a name, and then look up that word for what it means in the Hebrew. All right. So we have Andrew, which is Ayash, which means manly. That's what Andrew means. It means manly. That's what Ayash means. And then, of course, we have James. James means in the Hebrew supplanter. And it's going to be Ya'ikwa. All right. right, now we got John. And this is for all the false Israelite organizations that be trying to press the UBK of not knowing how to spell Commander John Yohana's name. All right. So John in the Hebrew is Yohana. All right. And the name means the Most High is gracious. All right. All right, so Yohana in Hebrew means the Most High is gracious. All right, and then we have the Greek form of Yohana in Greek, which is John. So John in Hebrew is Yohana, and it means the Most High is gracious. All right. Then up next we have the prophet Philip. Philip in Hebrew is Parash. And Parash in Hebrew means lover or lover of horses